do you imagine what is it going to be about? Like, have you ever heard about vision board, manifesto, all that stuff?
To be honest, not really.
And
Trying to imagine.
And is there anyone else that imagines? What is that? Hello, Eligia. Maybe Eligia, you know what is a vision board, manifesto? Have you ever heard about that?
Not really.
Okay, so it's going to be a new thing for you guys then. Okay, so I'm actually super excited because the thing is that it has changed my life because I understood what kind of person I need to be in order to reach my goals. And after this call, if you're going to like do the manifesto vision board after this call, and once you're going to finish it, you're going to understand what kind of person you need to become in order to achieve your goals in life. So it's pretty simple. Like, in order to achieve your goals in life, you have to become the person that is worthy of those goals. So this is the rule I live every day. This is the rule my mentors have lived by. So I'm super excited. And for some of you, you will need to rewatch this recording because this video can be a little bit hard to understand for some of you. So just feel free to rewatch it in the WOP community. But before we dive, is there anyone that have any wins, any news? I know Ida has a new role as appointment setter. Anyone else? Do you have any wins? We need Vladas because Vladas is always speaking. Where is Vladas? Vladas, we don't have Vladas. He's probably busy with his client work. But anyways, some of the people can join, but I guess we could just dive into it and start today's topic. So are you ready, guys? Yeah?
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen first of all. So as you said, pick notes. Pick a notebook, pick a pen, and the first exercise is going to be you writing your goals down. And you'll feel some kind of emotions, during this call. If you're not going to feel emotions, try harder, because this call should increase, emotions. It should give you goosebumps because you will talk about your deepest goals, deepest whys. You will see them on the paper, and you will need to store that paper or save that paper somewhere next to you, when you're going to work, so you could always see it. So I'm going to share my screen. And also, if you're going to have any questions, feel free to just raise your hand and ask them. So let's just dive into it. So first of all, what you need to do is pick one big goal, money-wise, for the next 12 to 24 months, and never put a deadline on it. Just work daily as hard as possible. So pick a goal that will give you goosebumps. It's not going to be the goal that you will be chasing now, but the main goal, like for the next 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. And you can share it with others. You can't share it, like it depends on you, but write it down. Like if you have a pen, if you have a paper, so write it down. And has anyone write it down? Came up with that goal? Lucas,
yeah, I did.
Did you come up? Okay, awesome. Vakaris, did you come up with that goal?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. You, Natas, Eligia, Aida, Elizabeth, others, Mingaudas, Astius, did you came up with that goal? Did you write it? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, of course.
Amazing. So there is a very good saying, and I live by it every day. And I'm going to be honest, like in the last 2 years, I didn't have a day where I just didn't want to work. I had like a few days of like that because I always had my why next to me. So I always understood, why am I working hard? Why am I waking up every day? because this is the most powerful thing. Because you all seen in the movies, let's see, someone needs to help his brother or save his brother from someone or save his family. And then that guy is going to do anything in order to reach that goal. Are you like, do you relate, guys, what I'm trying to say? Is it relatable?
Can you explain it more? I didn't clearly understand it.
Yeah, so in movies, you often see there are some main character that is trying to save someone. Let's say his brother or sister. And in that movie, he could do anything to save his brother or sister. And that is his why. Like he could go through lava, he could go through pain, he could do anything in order to reach that. And my goal of this call that you're going to feel like that you're going to feel like that you're going to reach your goals at all costs. Like doesn't matter if you will need to walk through lava, through fire, like just going straight to your goal. So this is the goal. So there is a good saying, he who has a why can bear almost anyhow. Nietzsche once said that. So the exercise is pretty simple. So you need to write your goal, and then you need to write your why. Why do you want to reach, let's say, 10K a month? So I can live alone in a great flat and travel more. Why do you want to do that? So I can have a great, relaxing place to work and meet more successful entrepreneurs in other countries, villas, big cities, nightclubs, and then dig more in that. And to some of you, it may become a little bit, how to say, it can become a little bit dirty because, some of you may have gotten rejected, in the past, and you want to prove someone something, this could be a why as well. So just be honest with yourself and get to the root of it. Because here I have an example. Let's say here, I'm not going to mention his name, but his main root goal is to live a life knowing that he lived life at the highest level possible. So this is his root, like this is his biggest why. So you need to find your whys, you need to go in depth, you need to go deep. So does it make sense? Like it makes sense, yeah. Vakaris, does it make sense?
It does make sense, yeah.
Awesome. Victoria, Aida, Domante, does it make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome. So by doing this exercise, you're going to understand your goal, like your whys. Because if you're going to do this sheet, and if it's not going to bring you goosebumps or good feeling emotions, then you did it wrong. Because I can promise you that if you have done it right, you can, let's say, wake up in the morning, read it, and you're going to feel motivated. You're going to want to reach your goals. You're going to understand in the morning, okay, this is why I'm reaching my goals. Because at the end of this, it can be a goal, a why of helping your parents, and each day you're going to wake up more motivated to do that, So first exercise is that. So you could do it now. Maybe you already done that, but you can also do it after after this call, because this exercise is going to be combined with other exercises. So it's important to do that. Then we have a real manifesto. But before that, I'm going to talk about the habits. So we're going to talk about the habits, and you're going to have this whole document. It's going to be put inside the VOC community. So you're going to see it. So here we need to talk about the habits. So in order to reach those goals, guys, you need to become a person that is worthy of that. And you need to start by removing bad habits. But in order to remove bad habits, you need to, first of all, be aware of what is a bad habit, because some of you think that, oh, well, doom scrolling is nothing bad and so on, and you just doom scroll every day. But in reality, if you want to reach your goals, that version of you, 2.0 version of you, doesn't doom scroll, let's say. So does it make sense so far?
It makes sense.
Yeah. Astius, does it make sense?
Yeah, you really explained it good.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So we have two versions of you. The one that is waking up earlier, the one that doesn't doom scroll, the one that reads is reading books. So what you need to do, guys, is there is like an example, but also like if you wrote the first exercise, you can wrote this one down below. Give me a second. I'm going to admit Mindaugas. Hello, Mindaugas. So, okay, as he said, guys, now we're going to talk about that. So you should give me a second. People are joining. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so now we're going to talk about habits. So as he said, there is two versions of you, the one that is taking the right action and the one that doesn't take right action. So first of all, you need to become aware of what that 2.0 version of you, what kind of habits do they have? You all deep down know what you need to do. You all deep down know what bad habits you have, but you need to write it down so you could become aware. So you can write in the same note, in the same notebook, in the same paper, or if you're using phone, you can also put it inside the same note sheet. But what you need to do is write character traits on the left and habits on the right. And below, you need to write positive character traits and negative character traits. And then as well, write good habits and bad habits. So what you need to do is you need to, first of all, understand your 1.0 version of you. Like what habits do you currently have? Like it's going to take some time, guys, like probably 15-20 minutes to do this exercise, but use ChatGPT, be honest with you. So what you need to do is you will need to have two of these. So this is like, you will need to have two of these. So habits 1.0, this is going to be your current version. So let's say Mingo does 1.0 version of you, and you just write your positive character traits, negative character traits. And here you have examples. So if you will need help, you can use ChatGPT. You could just like copy and paste it and just talk with ChatGPT and understand your habits, your character traits, positive character traits and negative. And same with habits. So right now, let's say Lucas, he goes to the gym. He is sleeping 8 hours plus every day. Let's say he's taking cold showers, but let's say he's checking his phone 50 times a day. He is arguing with his friends. He's working in bed, let's say eating meals with a phone in hands. So this is Lucas 1.0 version of him. So first we need to become aware of what kind of version you are at the moment. And then what we need to do is write here, let's say Lucas or you, let's say 2.0 version of you, let's say Atas 2.0 version of you. What kind of character traits does he have? The one that is worthy of your goal, right? So let's say Vakaris, you picked in the next like 2 to 3 years, you picked a goal of 10,000 euros a month, let's say. You will need to write character traits of that person that is worthy of those goals. Like Vakaris, you deep down understand, like if Vakaris needs to make 10,000 euros a month, what kind of character traits does he need to have? Vakaris, let's say, does he need to be ambitious, grounded, obsessive with goals, Vakaris?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I agree on
course.
this.
Yeah, maybe he needs to be challenging and maybe he needs to be hardworking, disciplined, right? So just writing character traits that Vakaris 2.0 or you 2.0 version of you needs to have in order to reach those goals. So as he said, this exercise is probably going to take 20-30 minutes, but please, like, I can't stress enough how important is that. Because you have, like literally you have on the paper what you need to do, like what kind of habits you need to do, what kind of character traits you need to have in order to reach your goals, basically. So do this exercise. And as he said, I'm going to repeat myself, there should be 1.0 version of you, let's say Lucas, 1.0 version of Lucas, 2.0 version of Lucas. And down below, let's say on the left, you should have this sheet where are you currently, and on the right hand you need to have this one but different. Let's say Eligia, that is worthy of her goal of, let's say, 20,000 euros a month, what kind of good habits she needs to have. Let's say she needs to be spending 2 hours every day on content creation, let's say, or she needs to be spending 4 hours working without her phone, no doom scrolling, something like that, you know. So deep down, you know better what you need to do, and you always have like ChatGPT in order to do it, because ChatGPT will give you inspiration, ideas, and so on. So is it clear for you with this exercise, guys? Like, does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, awesome. Lucas, Natas, Astius, Victoria, others.
It makes.
Awesome.
Yeah, it makes
Yes.
sense.
Awesome. And is anyone have done something similar or ever thought about doing that? Could you also like give some feedback, some thoughts that you have? I'm curious to hear.
I was thinking, I don't know which day, but about this I was thinking.
About habits?
Yeah, about habit, about me, and
I was writing like my goals, not exactly like the personality goals, but like everyday goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but especially you still have in the mind your problems that you are aware of and that you have to fix them. So yeah, I also thought about this, but to write, not really.
Awesome. Because a lot of people, they want to chase the goals, they want to chase the car, but it's so wrong, and majority of people are like have it wrong. They are chasing 10,000 euros a month. No, it's wrong. It's completely wrong. What you need to be chasing in life, 2.0 version of you, literally, that is worthy of that goal. Because I bet that, Lucas, if you will wake up, let's say at 6 a.m. for the next 90 days, Lucas, if you're going to have like 10 interviews with other businesses where you take feedback, get better each day, if you spend like 10 minutes every day, let's say learning English, if you spend 15 minutes to write LinkedIn posts, building your personal brand, eventually, like if you become that 2.0 version of you, you will reach your goals inevitably, But majority of people are trying to chase goals, and they just do something like this. Oh, I want goals, and they doom scroll. It's so wrong. You just need to be chasing that 2.0 version of you. So every day, like if possible, like I'm going to be repetitive in this call, and I'm going to remind you all the time this, but you also need to somewhere put it that even when you go back, let's say from grocery store at home, you need to think, okay, so what does Elizabeth 2.0 version would do now? If like, would she read a book? Would she go and watch Netflix, let's say? You get what I'm saying? Like, you need to literally become that 2.0 version of you, and your goals will fall. Your goals you're going to reach it. Like it's inevitable, So yeah. So does it make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. And is it like valuable so far? Like, is it bringing you also like some value? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it does. It probably gave value to you as well as yourself. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like obvious, like reminding this to myself is also great, so definitely.
Yeah, because while building a business, it is probably much harder to become a person that you want to be, just to reach your goal. So
yeah, so yeah, like you always need to, how to say, like now personally I'm trying to become 3.0 version of myself, because like I already became that 2.0 version of myself, so I'm trying to become that 3.0 version of myself. So yeah, but yeah, as I said, you feel free to rewatch this recording. It's going to be uploaded. So yeah, after this call, if you're going to have free time, spend it on this, because this is going to have a good return on your time. So yeah. So we've covered habits, we've covered your whys. And now we're going to talk about resistance, or actually affirmations. I'm thinking, which one should we tackle first? I would say resistance. So, okay, let's talk about resistance. So everyone now, you guys know what is pushing you deep down forward. Let's say Lucas understands he wants to retire his mom as soon as possible. Let's say Vakaris wants to live in Thailand. Mingodas wants to go to Dubai. Eligia wants to retire her mom, her dad. You know your deepest why. You are all motivated, you know, you want to reach it. And you understand what kind of person you need to become now, right? So you need to be waking up earlier. You need to be creating content. You need to be doing that and that. You understand that. But on Monday, let's say Vakaris wakes up and he doesn't want to do anything. He feels shitty. He's not motivated. Like he can see his whys, like it's helping, but he's feeling resistance. He's feeling uncertainty. He's feeling that he wants to avoid pain and so on. So this is going to be, guys, the number one enemy that will try to hold you back from becoming 2.0 version of you. Like if you guys can win against that dragon, against resistance, you all can buy Porsches, Maseratis this year, best BMWs and so on, like retire your mom and so on. Like if you could win against resistance every day, this is your biggest enemy. This is why you can become 2.0 version of you. Because we've created in a way where it's good to be in comfort. You know, back in the days when it was like old age, when I think it's called Stone Age, people were trying to survive and that's it. Like they were just craving for comfort. And nowadays it's also same, because now we can order food at the door. We can play video games, get a lot of dopamine and so on. And we're just good in comfort, you know. But here, like, it comes resistance. This is why you can become like 2.0 version of you. And first thing to beat that dragon is awareness. So awareness will become one of the most powerful ways to destroying the resistance, guys. So I'm going to give you examples of resistance. So I can't stress enough how powerful is that. Like, I'm giving you so much value. It's going to save a lot of time. It's going to help you become, like, it's going to help you reach your goals way quicker. Because I personally, at first, I thought when my mom said, look, Atas, you need to rest, I listened to her. But it was part of the resistance, actually. Because I'm going to show you the examples, but now I'm always 99% of the time I'm aware. If I need to call client and I'm feeling distraction, let's say Xbox is there, or let's say burger is there, or let's say I don't care, some kind of distraction. I understand that by going to take that thing, that distraction, I am letting that dragon win. I'm letting that resistance win. So have you ever felt that, like, guys, that you need to do some kind of uncomfortable thing and your head just becomes, I don't know, so smart that it finds all the fucking reasons why you shouldn't do that? Is it relatable?
Yeah, it is relatable from my expectations.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. So this is the thing, guys. Like, you are getting attacked by a dragon. And you need to win against the dragon by taking a sword and doing the work. By winning against resistance, you're hitting the dragon. So let's say Lucas, and let's say Mingodas Lucas is going to become now aware. Let's say Monday comes, and let's say they understand that they need to make a call, but let's say their mom says something like, look, Lucas, you need to rest, or look, Mingodas, you need to rest. But now Lucas and Mingodas will understand that it's resistance, that is it's bullshit, that they need to win against that. So becoming aware of that is the first like reason to winning it. So I'm going to give you what kind of resistance there are. So I expect you to print it down, because if you can win it, as he said, like you're going to become super wealthy, like super rich in life, if you can win against resistance. Because I can guarantee you, like even if I could do 10 hours of cold calling every day, let's say, calling all the possible fucking clients, I would become like extremely wealthy. But we all have reasons why we are not going to do that, and so on, you know. So it's because of resistance. So as you said, if you can win against it, you're going to make it. So I'm going to give you the examples of resistance. So it can be drama, putting things off, not facing the truth, fear of being judged. Let's say Lucas doesn't want to upload a post of himself because he thinks that his friend, let's say Jonas, will think that he's weird, and Lucas is not taking action. He's facing the resistance and he's losing the battle with Dragon. So you need to become aware of that. Then bad habits, feeling weak, no help. Let's say Nata, let's take Natas. Let's say Natas doesn't send messages because he doesn't know how to do that. No help. This is the resistance, and Natas is losing the battle with Dragon. Let's say getting distracted, wrong focus. Let's say Astio, you understand that you need to be sending messages, but you're creating, let's say, a website like I'm the best appointment setter, let's say. You're creating a website, but instead you should have been sending messages, you know. So this is also like part of the resistance. Trying to be perfect. And instead of like taking action, you're trying to be perfect and you're just not taking any action. Too much learning, liking comfort too much is resistance, learning but not doing, smart sounding excuses. Let's say, Vakaris, you say something really smart on Monday and you just don't work. And deep down you feel, well, it makes sense, like I shouldn't work because of that and that. And deep down you feel all right. But in reality, like you just lost against resistance. So does it make sense to anyone, to everyone? Yeah. Then wanting fast pleasure, avoiding pain. This is a really good one. Avoiding pain. Not sure what will happen. So let's say, Mingo, that you're afraid of doing that, you're doing the right tasks because you're not sure what will happen. And because of that, you're feeling the resistance. You're not doing the work, you know. Then caring too much what others think, feeling too tired. Even like sometimes, guys, I'm going to be honest, I feel that I'm about to burn out, but at the same time, I understand that it's part of resistance. So even till this day, as he said, I'm facing the resistance every day. It's hard, you know, but you need to win against that. So you need to first of all become aware of that. Then no good habits, resistance, wrong self-image, hating yourself, not loving yourself. And next time you find yourself not doing the work, I guarantee that resistance will be present, manipulating you with one of these things. So resistance knows how to manipulate. That dragon knows how to manipulate. Guys, like even like with the gym or good food, there are like resistances where, let's say, you tell yourself, oh, I will start on Monday. Oh, going to gym twice a week is good because I heard it from my friends. So I'm just going to go to the gym twice a week. But instead, like in reality, you need to be going, let's say, 3 to 5 times a week. So yeah, forms of resistance. Fear, so most common, not working because you're afraid of what happens if you do. Instant gratification, not working because you want to expect instant gratification. Doubt, not working because you have doubts about yourself or that it's even possible. Anxiety, not working because it makes you feel nervous, anxious, or uncomfortable. Rationalization, not working because you've rationalized not to do it. So basically like explaining yourself why you shouldn't do that. Then learning, so not working because you want to learn more about it first. This is a really common one. I see some people, let's say, instead of just diving into an interview, let's say you understand it, you just need to go into an interview and just kill it. just do your best. Some of the people are saying, oh, I will do it next month because now I need to prepare for it and so on. But the best like training would be just going into that field and getting that feedback. Yeah, so I don't remember where I have finished, but you get what I'm saying. So forms of resistance, justifying, not working because you've justified it. Work priority, not working on the main thing because you think you should be working on something else. So as you can see, a lot of people are lying to themselves. As you can see, this is why they are not reaching their goals. And this is why some of the people are saying, oh, I didn't reach my goal. And just admit that they didn't reach their goal because they born in Lithuania, let's say, for instance, or because they didn't have money to invest. But in reality, it was all their fault. And in life, like where you are currently, it's all your fault. You need to have this thinking. So I'm giving you a tip. You need to understand that you're always like, this is your fault for where you are in life. And when you're going to start thinking like that, you're going to be more accountable just in general in life, and you're going to control things. So yeah, you need to be thinking like that. But going back to forms of resistance, let's say addiction, not working because you're addicted to something other than working, and yeah, and so on. So I could read it out, but what you could do is just like after this call, read it or print it out. And once you're going to feel like, let's say, Astio, you're feeling, I don't want to wake up at Monday, I don't want to work. And then deep down, just like think what is like holding you back. And let's say you deep down understand that your mom yesterday said you need to rest. This is the resistance. You are getting aware. And if you get aware that this is like bullshit resistance, then you're going to win against it like easier. So does it make sense to everyone?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Ingaudai, Eligija, Elizabeth, Domantai, Natas, Aida, Mindaugas, Altea. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any questions related to it?
No.
Awesome. So if you're going to have any questions, you can also like just raise your hand or write it to my WhatsApp. So feel free doing that. But now, guys, what we did, we understand your why. Let's say retire your parents or buying a jet, proving everyone that you can do it. You understand your why, that gives you guys goosebumps. Then you understand what kind of version, what kind of habits, what kind of character traits you need to have in order to achieve that, in order to reach your goal of, let's say, 20 or 30,000 euros a month or 5,000 euros a month. You are aware, you clearly know what kind of person you need to be on a daily basis. But let's say Monday comes, you don't want to do anything. You want to lay down in bed and doom scroll. But now you understand that you're doing that because you fear something, because you're avoiding pain, because you're doing that and that. And now, because you're aware, you can understand that this is the dragon that is attacking you. And because you're aware, you face the truth. You face the truth. So you can fight against the dragon and reach your goal, or stay in the same position you are, never reach your goals, and so on. You literally, like, when you become aware, you can see like two choices. Like literally, let's say Vakaris on Monday became aware that this is the resistance, this is the dragon spitting the fire on him, and he understands clearly that he has two choices: fucking hit the dragon and do the work, or he can just put that sword away and just burn, and never reach his goal, let's say. And because of that, Vakaris is going to feel more guilty on Monday by not doing the work, because he's going to understand the resistance, right, Vakaris?
Yeah.
Amazing. So now, let's say, as he said, we understand your the whys, the goal. We understand what kind of person we need to do. We win against resistance. Let's say Monday comes, you guys are killing it, are becoming 2.0 versions of you. Everything is going well. But now, let's say you start to believe deep down, shit, maybe online money is not for me because I'm bald, let's say, or shit, maybe money making online is not for me because I'm black. I don't have anything against black people, but let's say because I'm black, or because I don't speak English good, or because that and that, and those many times those beliefs are going to hurt you so bad, and because of those beliefs you're not going to reach your goals. This is why you need to kill those beliefs. But in order to kill those beliefs, you need to understand what kind of beliefs, limiting beliefs you have. Because I said it like probably 10 over times, but I'm going to repeat myself. This is the rule I live every day. This is the rule Charlie Morgan lives every day. Beliefs, actions, results, feedback loop. Let's say Vakaris can think, I'm not going to make it because I'm an introvert. Or let's say, I'm not going to make it because I have shitty English. Let's say Vakaris has this belief. On Monday, he's not going to take any action because he doesn't believe. But let's say Vakaris changed his belief and started thinking, my English is not the best, but I know I'm going to improve it and make it happen. Then on Monday, Vakaris is going to work really hard. And because of that, he's going to get different results, and he's going to get this like feedback loop. And you're probably asking how to change those beliefs. So let's say now you have all the tools now, this like prompt that you will need to paste into ChatGPT, and you're going to chat with ChatGPT, explain the goal, talk with ChatGPT, and you're going to understand like your 20 limiting beliefs, let's say. And now we are aware, let's say Lucas' limiting belief is making money online is extremely difficult. And Lucas deep down thinks like that. And because of that, he doesn't feel motivated and so on. So now we have, let's say 20 beliefs, guys, right? So let's say you did the exercise. You have 20 wrong beliefs. What you need to do is how do you change beliefs? So first of all, I'm going to explain you. Reading books, having a mentor, working with a coach, trying to see the world as the guy who has made it is seeing the world. It can be watching movies, talking with people that have already reached it. Because sometimes your mom could say, making money online is impossible. And if you take that belief, you will not take any action and you will never make money online. But if you read a book, let's say, and that there is a person, let's say, I don't know, Robert Kiyosaki, and let's say he is your authority. Let's say you are looking to him up there, and let's say he says, making money online is simple. Then you're going to believe it. So you need to find ways to just change your beliefs, right? So sometimes I even lie to myself. I find ways to make myself delusional. Sometimes I just change my belief of, let's say, doing group coaching calls is hard, to changing it that group coaching calls is easy. Let's say this example. So does it make sense so far, like what I said? Mindaugas, let's say, does it make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, about one thing, that being delusional, it really helps a lot because I constantly like brainwashing myself.
That's
But yeah, it's really important thing.
Yeah, and even sometimes you could see people being so delusional, like a young guy saying, I'm going to make 100,000 euros a month or something like that, where older people are looking to him like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, you're being delusional, stuff like that, like how many times I heard that phrase that I'm being delusional, like so many times. But sometimes like you need to fake it until you make it. You need to sometimes lie to yourself, because like all your beliefs, guys, like if you can make all your beliefs in a way that will support your goal, you will make it. Because let's say if Lucas from Monday starts to believe making money online is simple, you don't need to have perfect English to make money with appointment setting, and so on, all the beliefs that will support Lucas' goal, Lucas will reach his goal, because his beliefs will give different actions, and because of different actions, Lucas will have different results, and he's going to get a feedback loop. like sometimes if you change a belief, you will get a feedback, and maybe sometimes it wasn't the smartest choice to change your belief, you know? So sometimes you will just get feedback and you learn from it that, okay, I was wrong. I need to change this belief. But what I'm trying to say that if you have a goal of making 10,000 euros online, all your beliefs should support you. Like you can be thinking that making 10,000 euros a month is impossible, that you will never reach it, that it's extremely, extremely hard. Like you just can't be doing that because you will sabotage yourself. I even heard my friend saying, yeah, I want to make like 5,000 euros a month one day, but I know that I will never reach it until I'm 30 years old. And by having this belief, he's sabotaging himself. Like he will never reach his goal, never reach this goal earlier than when he's going to be 30, let's say. So what I'm trying to say that with this exercise, first of all, get aware, become aware what kind of limiting beliefs you have with ChatGPT by putting this prompt, and then try to understand how to change it, how to make your all beliefs that will support you. And what is doing it really well is ChatGPT, because you all guys, some of you really trust ChatGPT. And if ChatGPT, let's say, is going to change Luca's belief of thinking that money is hard to make, and let's say ChatGPT gives reasons why, let's say, Lucas should think that making money online is simple, and Lucas is going to believe that because ChatGPT has given the reasons, you know. So yeah, so does it make sense with this exercise what you need to do?
It makes a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome, amazing. So let's say now, guys, yeah, we understand the goals, we understand the why. So we have a goal of, let's say, making 10,000 euros a month because you want to retire your mom. You understand what kind of person you need to become to reach those goals. You understand like what you need to be doing every day, but you face the dragon on Monday. It's hard, but you understand that it's dragon spitting the fire, that you need to kill him. Let's say you win against the resistance. Everything is going really well, but deep down you have bad beliefs. But now you have this exercise. You tackle the beliefs. You won against that. You won against dragon. You create that good belief that is supporting your goal, and you see that you're getting closer to your goal. So yeah, and we're going to touch up on this soon. This is going to be the manifesto vision board, but does it make sense, guys? Like, do you have any questions so far? Like, what do you think? What are your thoughts on it? I'm just like curious to hear.
Actually, this whole process is a very good thing because it just builds confidence in the long run, and you're just good to go every time. Every time you wake up, you just read out the things that you wrote behind, and every time you just miss something, just reread them, and you'll be good.
Yeah, I agree with Vakaris.
Yeah, and like so far, like it's been like what, 40 minutes, but this whole information that I've given you, you know, I have two choices now. I could, for the next like 3-4 minutes, I could sell you the reason why you should listen to me, why you should do that and that. I could definitely do that and show you a lot of like examples why it has worked and so on, going in that. But I'm just not going to do that because I really want to show you that and not go very long with this call. But what I'm trying to say, that I can't stress enough how important is that, because like this whole thing is basically how to reach like 5,000-10,000 euros a month or even more. Like this is the way to do that. And even like, let's say Charlie Morgan, he's making like millions a month, and he said he's living by that rule, guys. And because I had him as a mentor, what I did is, he said pretty good words. Try to think like your mentor. Like this is why you're buying mentor, because like you could implement the systems, all that stuff, but the most important thing is to think like a mentor. So I took like his thinking, his beliefs, and I implemented inside my business, and magically, like it worked like really well. So this is why I want you to actually pay attention to it, do the work. Like, I believe there are some people that thinks, like here in this call, that thinks, yeah, like it's some mindset thing. It's just like random YouTube knowledge, all that stuff. Like, some of you will think like that, and because of that, you will not take action. So to those that are thinking like that, eventually you will find out that this was the reason why you're stuck in life, let's say. So this is those are the tasks, those are the things that you need to be doing, and you need to be returning to this video like every month, you know, and redoing it or rereading it. You know, you need to be spending time on that, because beliefs are everything. We are created of beliefs, and beliefs are one of the most important things. So yeah, because everything in life is possible, because everything was done, you know, like back in the days, people never thought that there could be planes, and now we have planes. So this is one example. And yeah, Astius, go ahead.
Can you please explain more how you was like beating the dragon, like before you made it, and like when you were starting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good one. So I'm going to say that awareness was the number one thing. So just being aware, and what it did to me, if you truly become aware, let's say on Monday, your mom says, go and rest because you're tired and so on. I understood all those resistances because I had this printed out. So every time I knew that I need to do something, give me a second, I understood that it was part of the resistance, that it was the dragon spitting the fire. And I had two choices, guys. Pretty simple. You're going to have it too. You have two choices. Win against the dragon by work, so hitting it, and getting the princess, so getting the goal, let's say 5,000 euros, 10,000 euros or more. And you have other choice, Astius, let's say. You have a choice of not fighting the dragon, just putting the sword there, giving it up, and just delaying the time when you're going to get the princess. And because of that, I felt guilty, you know. I felt guilty by not smashing dragon's head. So I want you to feel guilty every Monday, every Tuesday, Wednesday. I want you to become aware. Awareness is the first thing to beating the dragon. So awareness is going to be the number one thing. So just try get better at it. Like, just try becoming more aware. Awareness is the key going to be here, Astius. So yeah. So does it answer your question?
Yeah, I think it does. Thank you.
Awesome. Anyone else? Do you have any questions, or we can dive into a vision board?
To the vision board.
Okay, amazing. So this is going to be interesting. There's going to be some of my examples, some of Charlie Morgan examples, and previous mentor, my first mentor, I believe there's going to be some of the examples, but I'm going to show you. So the good thing is going to be that you all guys you're going to have this sheet. So it's going to be inside the Bob. You just need to open it up, press here. You're going to go here and just press file and make a copy. Entire presentation. Let's say you could put a name here. Let's say Ida's, let's say, yeah, my English is pretty bad, actually. I don't know how to write it, but let's say Ida vision board and make a copy. And then when you're going to make a copy, it's going to be editable, because Lucas, pay attention to it, because I remember you were struggling with it. You were asking like how to edit the files and so on, when in reality, you just needed to make a copy of it. But it's normal. You're going to understand now. So you just need to make a copy, entire presentation, and it's going to be editable right here. Because for me, it's editable here, but for you guys, it's not, because I'm sharing the link where you could just be viewers. Because if everyone could edit it, then it's not going to be good. But yeah, let's just dive into it. So are you guys ready? Excited for this?
Yes.
Amazing, love that. So here we have Charlie Morgan's example. So you can say alchemy of and your name 2.0 version of you. So let's say here Charlie put his mentor here. as an authority. Here he put Anthony Joshua. I'm not going to be 100% sure why he put it, but I think because of his work ethic. Here he put a Paralympic, I think, running champion because of how that champion overcame the obstacles and so on, like proved everyone that he can do it and so on. Winston Churchill, I don't remember why he put it, but the main idea is to put people that is inspiring you, right? So that does inspire you, that gives you some kind of vision of what you want to become in the middle, right? So you could take some of the things of people, right? So let's say even here, I think Charlie put this dude here because of the way he is using math. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie, but something like that. But you get what I'm saying. So let's say here, this is like my vision board. So like putting myself crying here and putting Iman Gaji here, like he would be so proud and so on. Putting Jesus here, Cristiano Ronaldo, because like he puts a lot of work every year to win the Ballon d'Ors. Myself younger, so really strong one for me. Like this is myself younger. And when I see this picture, I remember when that kid wanted me to reach my goals. And when I see it, guys, like I'm not going to let that kid, down. This one is a really good one. Have you guys watched McDonald's The Founder movie? Has anyone watched it?
No.
Not really.
Lucas, Idol, Thea, no one?
No.
Yeah, so this dude, he had crazy persistence, like crazy consistency, like nobody believed him, and he was just doing it, and he made it. He became like one of the most richest people like in the United States. Yeah. So does it make sense, like with the first with the first page of vision board, like does it make sense what you need to be doing?
Yeah, it makes.
Awesome. So also like for people that doesn't believe, like I don't know how to make you believe that, but this is powerful. Like every day, like when I see that, it makes me fucking attack my goals. Like even now I'm seeing it and it's just like making me motivated. Like I want to film content and so on. Like you just need to put the right pictures here, right? So yeah. Here we have like a second page, so self-transcendence, which is like basically self-upgrading, to 2.0 version. So I recommend you, like in the beginning, reading it every day. I normally now do it once a week, but you can read it once a day or twice a day, even twice a week. And here it says, do not forget about this. And this is the date when you create it. And I'm not going to lie, but people in my close network that have actually created this have reached their goals. Like even I have reached all the goals in my 2.0 version of this manifesto. Let's say Nelissa has reached it, one of the previous students, then what else? Other people in my network as well. Like this just works like magically if you're actually doing it. Because in life, like you're probably aware of how is it called, manifestation, that it is actually true. Like like you can actually tell universe, like give those, how to say, signals, like what do you want and so on, just by being grateful, visualizing stuff inside your head, like visualizing that, like if you can visualize inside your head, you can like reach it. You'll find a way. Universe will find a way to give it to you. Then this is really important. I recommend you using it your own, like choose your own like sentences, but I took some of it from Charlie Morgan. You can add something to it, you can remove, but I truly think that you should leave this, like first 1 and 2. So this is going to be the third page of this vision board. So let's say here, it doesn't matter what's true, only what you believe is true, because with action, your belief can become true. Your thoughts shape your beliefs shape your actions create your results give you feedback. This is the universal rule. Like I always like keep saying to you, like, this is how I live, like beliefs, actions, results, feedback. This is how Charlie Morgan is living. So I basically took his perspective and put it inside my own life. And this is why it worked, you know. Then yeah, other stuff here, so you could just like read it on your own speed, but just important things to remember. Maybe for Lucas, it's going to be something like, remember you need to retire your mom. And this is going to make Lucas with tears like fight every day, let's say, for instance. Okay, so now we move to another slide. So daily ritual. So also, like as he said, with other slides, you can remove something, you can add, but this is what I have, daily ritual. So let's say go to bed early, wake up early, work, pray, exercise, look at your vision board and let the positive emotions wash you over, read affirmations, take massive action. Then there's like, this one is like a little bit personal, but let's say, and also I don't want to go more in depth with it, but because there should be like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes of me explaining why I have this mindset. So let's say I can't tolerate anything below than 10,000 euros a month. It makes me feel disgusted, because Charlie Morgan was also doing that. He had like his ceilings, and I mean his floor and his ceiling, and he changed that. So let's say he had a goal of 10,000 euros a month, and he changed that. The ceiling, the floor became 10,000 euros a month, and his new goal became 30,000 euros a month. And anything below that made him sick. And because of that, he reached like middle goal, like 20,000 euros a month or 25,000 euros a month. So this is why I have it here. So you could also do that. You can you can delude yourself into thinking that like 2,000 euros online is like nothing. And when you're going to do less, you're going to become like, you're going to be sick, you know, like you're going to panic, like you're just going to be much hungrier to reaching more goals, you know, in life. But yeah, as I said, like you could create your own daily ritual, and you could paste this into ChatGPT and just talk with ChatGPT a little bit on what you could add here, you know. What I also put is someone failed 1,000 times, and the 1,001st was the light bulb, I think, from one of the motivational videos, and fall forward, because this one is also a good one. So yeah, when I just read it, it makes me stronger, you know. Then we have your vision. So the long-term vision, right? Let's say Mindaugas, your long-term vision. Maybe you want to become a CEO of, I don't know, of a company that is helping children that doesn't have water get water, let's say. Or let's say you want to become a billionaire or a philosopher or genius. Like you just need to put like, how do you visualize that? And like this I'm talking about this like 20, 30 years from now, 15 years from now, like the big picture, like looking at it long term. So like even here, like Jeff Bezos, so I probably think that Charlie put in here because he is a billionaire. But does it make sense so far to you? Like what you need to put? Do you have like any questions?
No, I would say everything is pretty clear.
Awesome.
The vision.
Yeah, and do you enjoy so far, or is it like getting a little bit boring and so on?
No. About the mindset, it is always one of the best things that you can actually learn, and just keep it.
Awesome. So is anyone else like thinks similar to Vakaris?
Yeah.
Altea, Aida, Mingaudas? Or is there anyone that wants to just disconnect and then go to sleep or go to a party? I don't know. No?
Yeah, I can relate a lot to what she's saying.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to hold you like for 10 or 15 minutes more, maybe 10 minutes. I can't promise you that, but yeah, because I also understand that motivational stuff, yeah, either it's all good. It's all good. I hope that everything went well. Yeah, so in terms of mindset, I also don't want to give you too much stuff in one call, too much information. So that's why we could end this call in like 10 minutes. But yeah, let's continue. So here we have identity, like lifestyle. So here you need to visualize yourself like in the next like 3, 6, 36 months, like a little bit closer than the long-term vision. You need to, visualize yourself, like how are you going to walk, how are you going to look, what kind of car you're planning to have, what kind of watch. Also, like you could put different stuff, let's say Charlie put things like that. Let's say first class, like just your lifestyle, let's say maybe you look as your lifestyle would look like on Sunday you're fishing, I don't know, in the biggest lake, let's say in Lithuania, for instance. Yeah, so this could be your lifestyle, and let's say you look as have the most expensive fishing rod in let's say in Lithuania. So this could be your like lifestyle, for instance. So yeah. Going deeper, okay, so this is going to be like my example, also like my lifestyle. So like this is the lifestyle I want. This is the life, you could also like mix it up a bit. Let's say also like Dubai, having a girlfriend there, visiting Dubai or living there for a while. Then let's say this kind of view, cars, steaks, because I like steaks. Then a watch, beautiful view, let's say, stuff like that. And even here, let's say villa in Thailand or Cape Town, the cars, style, taking care, of myself, all that stuff. So this is the lifestyle, I want to have. So when I look at it also, being lean, but at the same time muscular, having like this view. So like this is the lifestyle I want to have. I put here like CEO because like I understand also like what CEOs is doing and so on. And when I see it, every week, I understand what kind of lifestyle I want to have. So does it make sense to you, like what you put in the lifestyle slide?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we have business and health. So here, let's say business-wise, let's say hundreds, thousands dollars, consultant, intelligent genius, appointment setting, sales master, funnel hacker, confident, so on, sleeping early, waking up early. This is like my business / health, so let's say here 8 hours of sleep. Let's see here skinny but not skinny, like low body fat and muscular. Let's say here a reminder, like get up, like nobody cares about your story until you win. Type of mornings I want to have, let's say the view. So also like business health, like as you said, there's no wrong, let's say, answers, no wrong pictures. Obviously, like it should be relatable to that topic. It should relate to that topic, but yeah, as he said, you should add the similar like photos to business and health topic, and right here also maybe some kind of belief that you want to have. So let's say closing high ticket deals is easy for him. Let's say for Atas, or let's say for you it could be, let's say. Booking appointments for Eligia is easy, for instance, and you're just reading it and starting to believe it. So yeah. Then we have also another slide, which is also super important. So legacy to date. So you could put like your legacy to date here. So let's say before, like what kind of life you had, for instance. So dropout, let's say apprentice, entrepreneur, high ticket closer, client magnet, transcendence. So just putting the photos here, but now where it gets fun. So I put the first part of my story, because there should be two parts of the story. So I put one, and another one is Charlie Morgan, because like second one is, you know, a little bit personal. It's all right to not show the vision board to others, but let's say in this one, like everything became like a reality, and this one just you know, how to explain that. Actually, when I was doing it, I put like until here everything was real, and then I just put the things that I haven't achieved then. And I put here things, let's say university dropout, started making tens of thousands of euros remotely. Atta story is one of the most inspiring, and so on and so on. So you just put, let's say, yeah, what you could do is put first part of your story that is real, and here where it's fake, but you try to delude yourself, try to become delusional. And once you read it, you're going to think, okay, so this was real. And let's say continuing on the other page the story, and let's see, here you read, okay, so making 5,000 euros a month with appointment setting. Okay, creating a business, let's say Lucas creating business with Mingo does. Lucas starts to create business with Mingo does. Let's say here Lucas and Mingo does made, let's say 100,000 euros. Let's say here they started creating content. Let's say here they went moving to live together, or to live together in Thailand, let's say. And when you do this exercise, you're literally going to delude yourself. Like if you're actually going to be invested in your vision board, you're going to read it. And by here, you're going to think that, oh my God, I have reached it. I felt so good. And after this vision board, once you're going to read it, you're going to feel very good, because you felt that it's possible. You felt that you've done it, even you've never done that. And you start believing yourself. So doing this exercise, as I said, two parts of the stories, one that is real, and second one that is not real for now, you know. Then let's move further. So here I recommend you adding this to ChatGPT and just creating your own. So just explaining who is Charlie, let's say here, like where you live, let's say, what kind of, like, how do you spend finances, where do you live, some of the beliefs, let's say, what kind of character traits you have. So let's say Mindaugas is a ruthless, relentless entrepreneur, and you are reading it and believing it, let's say. And as you said, just putting it inside the ChatGPT for help. Here, really important, and because you already done the character traits, you're just going to put it there, and you're going to read. Let's say Eligia needs to be patient in order to become the 2.0 version of herself. Then you put Eligia here, patience, let's say, and say Eligia is patient and has made time her ally. Then body type and style. Let's say Vakaris, how do you dress? How do you look? How do that 2.0 version of Vakaris is looking? I mean, then achievements. What kind of Vakaris achievements 2.0 has reached? Mentors. So this is optional, obviously. Like what you could do is you can put myself. You could put Alex Hormozy, let's say, if you're watching his YouTube content, and so on. And here, okay, so far, like, does it make sense?
It totally does. Yeah.
Awesome. So like we have like what I think like 4 minutes, something like that, before we end this. So I'm going to be quicker. Okay, Ida has made one year ago, but yeah, that's a good one. You need to also work towards everything on it. That's a good point. So really good one. Obviously you need to work on it, definitely. But it's going to be easier to work on it when you're going to see your goals, when you're going to understand what kind of person you need to become, and so on. And here we have also goals. So like this vision board was made like back in the days, like a few years ago. But let's say here, paint a picture of these goals in your mind and envisage, I don't know how to pronounce that, envisage and experience them. And this is extremely important. Like I can't stress enough. One of the most important things with vision board, you have to delude yourself. You have to believe it. If you're not going to do that, it's going to be more difficult. because this is the main reason why you're doing that, to feel, let's say, Lucas, you want a Porsche, let's say, and you need to spend time like thinking about it and visualizing that, let's say, and imagining it that it's outside of your house and just feeling the emotions, because those emotions is going to allow you to believe that. It's going to allow you to work harder and so on. So here you put wealth goals. So also like with ChatGPT, you could add different like wealth goals by adding it to ChatGPT and telling ChatGPT to give you inspiration. Then business goal, let's say appointment setting goals or business goals, health and fitness goals, let's say six pack or extremely clean diet, no sugar, daily discipline, let's say Monday to Saturday by 11 p.m. you go to sleep. Personal and behavior goals, like what I really liked and what I put inside my vision board is to do not like judge anyone, do not hate on anyone. If you have an argument, like try to find like a compromise and just end it, like just saving your energy. So yeah, you're going to get some examples here, but as you said, you could use ChatGPT to it. And we've come to an end. And the last exercise is pretty simple. So just write here all your limiting beliefs, but you reverse it. This is powerful as fuck. You reverse your limiting beliefs. Let's say Lucas, or let's say Altea, you believe that making money online is extremely hard. And with ChatGPT, you understood that. Let's say this is one of your beliefs. And with this exercise, you change it to, let's say, thinking that I believe that money is extremely abundant and is flowing to me in great quantity. I attract large amounts of money and so on, so on. And how you feel. This is the most important part. You know, at the end of it, feel write how you feel. So let's say you could say, Altea, I feel wealthy and at peace. And you just blink your eyes, or how is it called? Just close your eyes and just visualize that. Just think about that and try to actually visualize that. And when you do that, like this is the reason why you need to do that, because then the belief is going to change, and that belief is going to change your goal. So it's all aligned. Everything in this video is aligned. So yeah, like as I said, if you will need to rewatch it. But yeah, you just do that with most important beliefs and you'll see magic in life. Like I truly believe that in the next like 3-6 months, if you're going to actually take action on it, like it's going to be magical. It's going to become magical. Because I noticed that some of the students or in the beginning, a lot of people, they have wrong beliefs, but it's normal. This is how we are transformed. We had different people around us when we were growing up. So yeah, and this is why there is a saying, spend time with the people that you want to become like, you know, like your 5 people that are in your circle is like a, I don't know how to explain that, but you get what I'm saying. Like you need to surround yourself with the right people and you're going to become similar. And this is because you're going to think like them. And this is going to allow you to have different beliefs. And you know, even I grew up with my parents' family, and they all said that money is like, rich people are bad people, that making money, like if you make a lot of money, you're a bad person, all that bullshit. And I've spent months of reprogramming myself. It was so hard. Like some of you guys are also like reprogrammed in that way, but you will need to spend some time on it. Some of you are less reprogrammed. Some of you are it's going to be easier to change beliefs. So become aware of that, okay? Because let's say for Lucas, it can be easy to change beliefs, but for Vakaris, it's going to be super hard to change his beliefs, because let's say Vakaris will need to work harder on it and more times. So does it make sense?
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome. Amazing. So yeah, as I said, here you put affirmations, so articulate, paint a clear and detailed vision, image, and feel emotion. And here there was like comments, the clap cue. So what you need to do, and also like here it says, if you just read them, it won't work. So what I was doing is I clapped, and my brain just focus on it clearly and on that like affirmation. And like I clapped and my head just was fully focused into that affirmation, into that belief. So yeah, and the last part, you just add to your vision board, your goal digging, this one. Give me a second. This photo of it, right? And as you said, you could do it daily. You could read the vision board daily, and I mean, read and visualize stuff daily, and yeah, and you'll see the magic in life. And I can't stress enough how important is that and how this has changed my life. So yeah, that was it, guys. Did you enjoy today's call? Was it valuable?
Yeah, for me personally.
Yeah, it was really.
What others are thinking? Do you agree?
Yeah, it was like a lot of value and a lot of practical things to do as well. So that way we can actually start taking action.
Yeah, amazing. So you'll have the weekend, guys. So I really recommend spending time on it. And for you, Elizabeth, Astius, Eligia, others, was it valuable? Is there any questions, any concerns, any places where it doesn't make sense, and so on?
Nah, for now, just had to work and build it.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Love to hear that. So as you said, I'm always open for feedback. So I'm also a little bit tired, so I'm probably going to sleep. But yeah, guys, it was nice seeing you. Thank you for participating. I see the ones that are showing up every time, so respect to that. You will make it eventually. So yeah, I hope it was valuable. I'm going to upload it now into the VOP, and you can anytime rewatch it. And I'm going to update you probably next week when we're going to have other group coaching calls like next week. So sounds good?
Yeah, Good Friday.
Perfect.
Yeah. Bye, guys.